Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Here we are in Studio C by the side of the 9 Mile Swamp. I'm Kurt. This is Cheryl. It's great to be with you this week. Here with you this week. It's been a pretty wild week, and so we will do some singing. One thing I want to tell you that's coming up is Tuesday night. You'll get to hear us on. Is it on Facebook?
It's on. You can get to it from David Lack's Facebook page. I think it's a Vimeo thing. It's on. It's called Woodstock Regional Artists, and David Lax and Sal Michio interviewed Kurt, and pre-recorded it, and it will be on Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. So the reason I actually mentioned this is because, as in most interviews, and Sal is a wonderful interviewer, but as with most interviewers, the question almost always comes up to me, and it says, "So Kurt, what kind of music do you play?" And you'll hear the curious evasion that it goes on with that. And in a certain sense, that's the theme of tonight's show. We're going to start out with some country rock, poppy kind of stuff, and then we're going to do a little soul then, which is a little different for us, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, and we're going to talk about that genre thing.
No.
I don't really believe in music genres so much, but in any case, speaking about genres, not believing in genres, here's a country rock song. It's called "Blame It On Me." Above the mighty waters roar. We've walked this road for far too many dusty summer days, and though I hate to say it, babe, I must be on my way, and I'm going all alone. I will make it on my own. I got nothing to atone for, and there's nothing more to say. I'm sorry, but it's true that I must be leaving you. You're gonna find someone to follow in another brighter day. And what can you say? You just can't say. Who can you blame? Blame it on me. It's not the way you gave your love that makes me want to go, and it's not the way you look at things or what you didn't know. It's a point of view I haven't found. It's a sign I barely read. It's a spot on the horizon that I've just begun to see. And I'm going all alone. I will make it on my own. I got nothing to atone for, and there's nothing more to say. I'm sorry, but it's true that I must be leaving you. You're gonna find someone to follow in another brighter day. And what can you say? Just can't say. Who can you blame? Blame it on me. It's not that I'm ungrateful for the time I spent with me. I'm gonna miss you in the days and in the cold nights in between. And someday I'll come back to you, yeah, if you love me then. Just place a guard around your heart. I'm gonna break it once again. And I'm going all alone. I will make it on my own. I got nothing to atone for, and there's nothing more to say. I'm sorry, but it's true that I must be leaving you. You're gonna find someone to follow in another brighter day. And what can you say? You just can't say. Who can you blame? Blame it on me.
Oh,
down a
you
little
think so,
bit.
huh?
Bryn Hill, did you turn up my volume?
She must have. She's right down there by herself.
Okay.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We've got a lot of the usual suspects joining us. You guys are having a good week.
And here here's a little truck driving song.
No, whatever happened?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. No,
Skipping
okay.
ahead.
I hear you, babe.
We even wrote a set list and everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to make them follow it this time.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky.
Yeah, this is called Whatever Happened. I wander aimlessly down empty streets, wondering whatever happened to our love. I keep on hoping that we will be. Suddenly I realize we won't be enough. Years go by, I know we tried, but it's not good enough to cry. Your angry words ring loud and true. But now and then I think again, and I remember back to when our lives together seemed so new. Walk on, act like you don't even know when you talk on to the man who's trying to be me. I see you stepping out, you seem so proud, dancing. Whatever happened to our song? I see you running with a whole new crowd. Baby, it's plain to see you moved along. Eyes meet, act like you know somewhere. I see that you don't want to show that you still care. I've got my own life now, I'm doing fine. Really, I'm doing everything I want. The things I'm doing take up all my time. Can you see? I'm really quite content you're gone. The years go by, I know we tried, but it's not good enough to cry. And there's Truckers Nightlife.
So, Albie, I hope you're playing along. I see Janice is watching. I'm sure you are too. And Marjorie, and Patrice, Edith, and Michael. All you folks who usually turn in. It's nice to have you back with us.
Driving down the thruway, barely looking where I'm going. I'm sitting here thinking about the love I used to know. I see the lights shining lonely in the night, against the night. Well, I drive this rig alone each night while you are home in bed. When daylight comes, I toss upon those words that I once said. To be free, gentle sunlight, shine on me, shine on me. And I'm driving this here rig from up New York to Virginia, down past the place I once called home, and I wonder if you ever think of that rambling boy who's going nowhere, just rambling on. Someday I'm gonna quit this job. I'm gonna find a better life. I'd like to sell this rig, buy a farm, and find a smiling little wife. But it seems you give meaning to my dreams, all my dreams. So that's my trucker's nightlife. I know it ain't the best. I'm looking to that morning when your sunshine brings me rest. I'll drive on until the gray clouds echo dawn, echo dawn. And I'm driving this here rig from up New York to Virginia, down past the place I once called home, and I wonder if you ever think of that rambling boy who's going nowhere, just rambling on home. I'll drive on until the gray clouds echo dawn, echo dawn. I'll drive on till the gray clouds echo dawn. Drive on.
Yeah.
All right. You know, a lot of times that was the country, sort of the country rock and pop part of this set. One of the things people ask me a lot is they ask me a lot, why don't you play more blues? And that always seemed like an odd question to me. And although I understand why people ask me, it seems odd to me because I always think that I play, well, gee, I play a lot of blue notes. And I certainly know blues structure. But in a certain sense, there's a real truth to the fact that I really do feel like I really don't know the blues. And I felt this most keenly when I discovered James Baldwin. And I understood the essence of what blues is. And it made me think of everything differently. For example, the song I'm going to play that I'm leading up to is the Otis Redding song, Dock of the Bay. And when I was a kid, I lived by the bay. And I sat by the dock of the bay and wasted my time and threw a fishing rod into the water. And now I understand. I see the song so much differently, and I see it so much more as a blues song, not just a soul song, because the main symbols of that song, there's really no story in Dock of the Bay. It's about a guy who starts out in Georgia, with the Atlantic Ocean right here, pushed to the edge of the continent in that way. And the next we see him at the other side of the continent, in San Francisco on the dock of the bay, nowhere left to go. He's gone across the country and has essentially found nothing and has really found no place. And he's feeling this incredible dejection from being there. That's a blues experience, I think, the experience of exclusion. Anyway, I'd like to read you that little piece of James Baldwin, if I may.
Can we hold that?
Sure, would you mind? Thanks, darling.
I'm off in your guitar stand.
I have the most beautiful stagehand here. It's probably not fair to go. And Brynhild is also my stagehand.
Yeah, shall see her holding the guitar.
This is the end of Sonny's Blues, and here's the scene. The narrator of the story has come out to hear his brother, who he has at other times disapproved of, come out to hear him play music, to hear him play blues in a blues combo, and it's something he doesn't approve of right away, or hadn't approved of in the past, and he has an epiphany as he's watching Sonny play the piano. He's having an epiphany about blues and what blues means to his own history, and how the song starts out not being anybody's, and then at the end it becomes a group experience and a true epiphany for the narrator of the story, and maybe some of the audience. Then they all gathered around Sonny, and Sonny played. Every now and again, one of them seemed to say, "Amen." Sonny's fingers filled the air with life, his life. But that life contained so many others. And Sonny went all the way back. He really began with a spare, flat statement of the opening phrase of the song. Then he began to make it his. It was very beautiful because it wasn't hurried, and it was no longer a lament. I seemed to hear with what burning he had made it his, with what burning we had yet to make it ours, how we could cease lamenting. Freedom lurked around us, and I understood at last that he could help us to be free if we would listen, and that he would never be free until we did. Yet there was no battle in his face now. I heard what he had gone through and would continue to go through until he came to rest in the earth. He had made it his, that long line, of which we knew only Mama and Daddy. And he was giving it back, as everything must be given back, so that passing through death it can live forever. I saw my mother's face again, and felt, for the first time, how the stones of the road she had walked on must have bruised her feet. I saw the moonlit road where my father's brother died. And it brought something else back to me and carried me past it. I saw my little girl again and felt Isabel's tears again. And I felt my own tears begin to rise. And I was yet aware that this was only a moment, that the world waited outside, as hungry as a tiger, and that trouble stretched above us, longer than the sky. Then it was over. Creole and Sonny let out their breath, both soaking wet and grinning. There was a lot of applause, and some of it was real. In the dark, the girl came by, and I asked her to take drinks to the bandstand. There was a long pause while they talked up there in the indigo light, and after a while, I saw the girl put a scotch and milk on top of the piano for Sonny. He didn't seem to notice it, but just before they started playing again, he sipped from it and looked toward me and nodded. Then he put it back on top of the piano. For me then, as they began to play again, it glowed and shook above my brother's head like the very cup of trembling. James Baldwin. And so we sing.
There you are.
Here I am. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, gonna watch them roll away again. I'm gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia. I headed for the Frisco Bay. I had nothing to live for. Looks like nothing's gonna come my way. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. And I can't do what 10 people tell me to do. So I guess I will remain the same. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. And I can't do what 10 people tell me to do. So I guess I will remain the same. Sitting here resting my bones. This loneliness won't leave me alone. It's 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching watching the tide roll away, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, here's a little soul song of mine. Whenever you're with him, I burn through the night. I don't know what to do, and I feel so alone. Whenever you're with him, I don't know what is right. I don't know what to do, and I feel so alone. There's no wrong or right in this empty night, and I can't stop thinking about you. Your perfect face, your sweet embrace, words that seem true. Please let him go, 'cause I don't know what I do. There's no wrong or right in this empty night, and I can't stop thinking about you. Your perfect face, your sweet embrace, words that seem true. Please let him go, 'cause I don't know what I do. Whenever I see you, I search for a sign. I don't know what I say, and I don't know what I do. But if I see him, I just might lose my mind. I don't know what I say, oh, I don't know what I do. There's no wrong or right in this empty night, and I can't stop thinking about you. Your perfect face, your sweet embrace, words that seem whenever you were with him.
Yeah.
All right. Grain and Whiskey.
Omer logged on. And Sue.
We'd like to thank you for listening in tonight. It's been an interesting night. I hope you enjoyed the variety of songs. We're going to finish up with a kind of a folk song. It's called The Grain and the Whiskey, The Grapes and the Wine. She was a soft-hearted woman with a taste for the bottle. I scorned her and drove her away. Now she just sits there drinking and dreaming of her north country so far away. The first time I saw her by the banks of my river, she looked like an angel so pure. My heart sprouted wings as it struggled beside her, and the oaths of young lovers we swore. By the banks of the river, through the green days of summer, through the orchards and vineyards we'd stray. But at night in the taverns we drank till we stumbled our own separate ways. As the years pass, it all seems sublime, where the river of myth meets the river of time. Is it all lost as it goes down the line, like the grain in the whiskey, like the grapes in the wine? I thought she'd go north and to the land of her fathers, where the white water rushes so cold. But for her there's one river, that's the river of whiskey, that runs through her trembling soul. She works in a tavern by the banks of the river. I once stopped, she still looked so fine, and the face of a farm girl from some now distant century seemed lost in a river of time. Sometimes when I'm lonely, I walk by the river, that old northbound drifter rolls by. My eyes glimpse a bottle that floats on the water, and I remember that girl with a sigh. As the years pass, it all seems sublime, where the river of myth meets the river of time. Is it all lost as it goes down the line, like the grain in the whiskey, like the grapes in the wine, like the grain in the whiskey, like the grapes in the wine? Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
wonderful week. We hope to see you next Thursday at the edge of the 9 Mile Swamp. And don't forget, what's the name of that show Tuesday?
Woodstock Regional Artists.
Woodstock
on
Regional Artists.
Tuesday, you can get to it you can probably Google Woodstock Regional Artists and find it. And also early next month, it's almost September, can you believe it? You're going to be playing a Music for Humanities.
Yeah, I'll be playing
Live
one
show,
of the Music
too,
for
to
Humanities
raise money
shows.
for them.
That's
So
right, and we'll let you know about
We'll let
that
you
as
know.
well.
So go to our website, dognoseband.com, and we have a calendar there, and I'll have these things posted for you. Thanks again, everybody. Stay well.
Stay well. Stay healthy.